As a kid, I can still remember vividly that we usually ask our mom to include this sauce to our December meal. And guess what? It's so colorful. You'll be needing some chicken breast, yellow, red, and green bell pepper, carrots, onions, scotch bonnet pepper, and some garlic, ginger powder, curry powder. I usually use this tiger one, vegetable oil, cornstarch for the thickener, seasoning cube, salt, and other go ingredients. Of course, we usually enjoy this sauce with white rice and plantain. Because I want to start boiling my rice, so I went in with some water in a pot, and once it boiled, I went in with the rice, and I'm going to cover this and allow it to boil for 5 good minutes. While doing that, I went ahead to start cutting my chicken to the perfect size that I want it to be. Not so small and not so big. As that is going on, I'm also checking and taking off the bones out of the chicken because you don't want to chew the bone. We are going to check on our rice at this point. Then sieve, wash thoroughly, and do the final cooking. While waiting for my water to boil, I went ahead to spice the chicken with 1 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of ginger, 2 seasoning cube is just fine, half teaspoon of salt, and half teaspoon of garlic. Because I couldn't find the garlic powder, I'm using the fresh garlic. Mix this very well, and I'm going to put it inside the fridge for the meantime. It's time to wash, deseed, and chop our veggies. The way you chop your veggies determines how your sauce is going to be looking like. And for that reason, I'm going to make sure that all of them is at equilibrium, is at the same size, okay? These are all my veggies well washed. I will start by chopping the red bell pepper, the green, the yellow, the carrots, onions, and scotch bonnet pepper. Can you see how I'm cutting this in the same size, perfect size, Also do the same thing to the green bell pepper. And while doing this, my eye is also on my rice because of course we are making rice. Since the rice is done, I went ahead to sieve it out. I love sieving my rice because it's reduced the sogginess of the rice. Can you see how the rice is? Then I went back to continue chopping other veggies. Once I'm done with the yellow one, I step by chopping the carrot as well. This is exactly the size that I want it to be. Since I'm done with the carrot, I went ahead to chop the onions as well. My sister was telling me that the onions is quite pretty much, but I love onions in my sauce, so why not? At this point, I'm going to also chop the scotch bonnet pepper, and we are done. See how everything is looking colorful. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut my plantain. Do you prefer fried plantain to cooked one? Tell me in the comment section. So right now I'm going to cut this plantain to the size that I want it to be. Some people cut their own smaller, but I love cutting this size. So after cutting it, I'm going to fry this. I'm going to fry it. I love frying plantain with salt. So that's why I added salt to mine, but you can choose to skip yours. In a pan, I added some oil. I'm going to be doing deep fry here. I went in with the plantain and I'm going to leave it for some minutes, and hulala, it's already coming out nice. Go ahead and take this off the heat once it starts browning to avoid burning, okay? To start preparing the sauce, we are going to first cook fry the chicken. So in a pan, I went in with some chopped onions, thyme, since I forgot to add it to the chicken. After stirring for some time, I'll add in the already marinated chicken. So add this and spread very well, and then you cover this pot and allow it to cook fry. Next, I'm going to mix the corn flour. I'll be adding 2 full spoons of the corn flour with a little water. So I'm going to mix this very well so that there will be no lumps inside. Then I'll go back to check on the chicken. Since our meat have cooked and softened enough, I'm going to go ahead and add the onions and the carrots at the moment because I want them to soften a bit. So I'm going to stir this for just a minute, and I'll be adding the other ingredients as follows, which are the red, yellow and green peppers. Then I'll stir this for some minutes as well so that everything will mix very well. After stirring for some time, I went ahead to add the soy sauce, and this soy sauce contains salt as well, so you'll be very careful while adding other ingredients. Also mix very well so that some part of the sauce will not be tasting salty. This is what the soy sauce looks like. I went ahead to add the corn flour as well and mix very well. At that point, you will notice that the sauce is getting thicker, so you might as well need to add some water. Add the water to the texture that you want it to be, not so watery, not so thick. I forgot to add my scotch bonnet pepper, so I added it and then add all-purpose seasonings. Then I'm now going to be adding 1 seasoning cube. Just a seasoning cube will be enough. And I'm going to mix this very well to combine. Then allow it to boil for just a minute. This is vegetable, you don't need it to boil so long. If you need to add water, this is also the opportunity for you to add more water. Then our sauce is ready. Go ahead and test for salt so that you can adjust more if it's necessary. If not, go ahead and carry down your pot and dig it. Tell me if you make this sauce with me, or if you try recreating this particular recipe. Tell me how it tasted. Tell me how your kids feel about this particular meal that we usually ask or request each time we are on December period. Or better still, surprise your kids with this delicacy. I assure you they will so love it. They will be asking for more, honestly. If you know that kid that doesn't like food, prepare this particular meal for him or her because it's always a banging one for we kids. So how do you see this recipe? Is it nice? Is it yummy? I'm still your girl Ella Ifnaya. Do well to subscribe for more and see you in my next video. Bye.